Hi, what's up? How is it going? In today's video, we are going to be creating a jotter in CorelDraw 2020. Without further ado, let's step into it. So here are the picture that we are going to use. So let's go over to our, let's change it to A5. Double click on rectangle tool. Automatically, it fits into that page. So right now, what we are going to do is to create the basement of our design. So what we needed to do right now is to go over and you know select your color eyedropper tool. Then let's sample the color, right here. Sample it, then you point over to the object just like so. So right now the next step right now is to go over to locate your what's it called, rectangle tool. Click on that, draw an object just like so. So what we are going to do, we are making use of this objects. So let's convert this to grayscale, convert to bitmap. Then you click on drop menu right here, then you select grayscale, click OK. So right now what we're going to do is to go over and create an object on top of that. So what we needed to do is to just make it the exact size of the image. So let's apply color. So right now what we needed to do right now is to go over and change this to green. So let's locate transparency tool, click on that, then you go over to this place, click on uniform transparency, automatically changes to that. Then you go over to this drop down menu, then select subtract. So automatically changes. Can you see the changes? Can you see the effect of the picture right now? So let's go over to double click right here. We are going to be making use of so click on color viewers. So let's make that green a little bit darker. I think that's good. It's okay. So let's make a copy of that, center it within the object. Can you see that? So let's go over and bitmap that, select all of them, select other object, then you convert to bitmap. So in this case right now we are going to choose CMYK. It's okay. So let's go over to effect, locate, adjust, then you locate tone curve. So let's go over and make it a little bit darker, pull this down a little bit. I think this is okay. It's okay. So let's go over and create an object. Let's create an object just like so. Good. So right now what we needed to do is to go over and create uh, a circle right there, make a copy of that, copy to the other side. So right now what we're going to do is to combine that, center it within the object, then make a copy inward just like so, right click where you get your destination. Good. Can you see that? So let's make it a little bit smaller. Good. Can you see that? So let's go over and trim this, locate, select the object, hold shift key on keyboard, select the other object in which you want to trim, then you go over to this place, hit on trim, automatically trim that. So hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces, then make it a little bit bigger. Then likewise this as well, hit Ctrl R for a repeat, then combine the two together, Ctrl L, so it combines. Then hold shift key on keyboard, select the other object, then go over to this place and trim. Can you see that? Good. So right now let's change all of these to white. So let's power clip this object into place. So locate objects, locate power clip, place inside frame, select the frame, automatically snap into that. So right click on the object, edit power clip, then make it a little bit bigger just like so. So adjust that just like so. Good. Let's make this a little bit pull it up a bit. Good. So right now the upper object, so let's unfill the object, then you right click on white. So in this case what we are going to do is to hit on F12. So we are thickening the outline, so let's make it, let's make that 12 points. Oh no, that's too thick. Go over again, hit F12, a dialog box pops up, then you change that to, so let's make it 7. I think that's okay. So right now what we are going to do is to go over to object, locate, convert outline to object, convert outline to object automatically. So right now what we are going to do is to just drag this code on top of the line. So the drop menu pops up, then we choose copy of properties, automatically changes. So right now what we are going to do right now is to go over and select the whole thing just like so, group it all up. So let's slant it a little bit just like so. Good. So what you needed to do right now is to pack clip this into place, pack clip that into place, pack clip, then you hold hotkey on keyboard, select the object, release your hotkey, then position the object just like so. So let's power clip this into place, power clip the picture, hold hotkey on keyboard, select the picture, release your hotkey, then adjust the picture just like so. Good. So right now what we needed to do right now is to arrange the what's it called, the names. So right now let's make the background a little bit lighter, copy that to the other side. So let's change the background, let's delete this as well. So right click to locate frame type, then remove frame. Automatically the star on top of the object disappears. So right now what we needed to do is to change the fonts. Let's change it to Futurati. So right now hit on Ctrl K on your keyboard to break the text into pieces, then you go over and type, let's type celebration of life, celebration of life. Good. So right now what we needed to do is to go over to, let's change the Hello Paris, so make it black. Good. So right now let's hit Ctrl K, hit Ctrl K to break that text into pieces, then make the life a little bit bigger. So let's change it to white. Good. So let's just position this just like so, pull this down a little bit, then make that green. So right now make this closer to the what's it called, let's make the font Trajan. Hit OK. So right now what we needed to do right now is to go over and make this a little bit smaller, move it closer to the life, then reduce this quite a bit. So right now position is just like so, hit on shape tool, then increase the tracking just like so. Good. So right now what needed to do is to create an object here. So let's change that to green. So we are pulling this up, so hit on Control page up on your keyboard to bring up the half, then you position it so well on top of the object just like so. So let's change it to white. Good. Can you see that? So our next step right now is to go over and arrange this mask name. So let's do it. So what we're going to do right now is to just hit OK right from there, then you hit OK from, so that'll be aka go where hit Ctrl K on keyboard to break that into pieces, then you hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces as well. So let's position value, make it bolder, then make it bigger, position this to the top of the. So right now what we need us to do is to go over and locate your shape tool, close the tracking a little bit, then let's make the name capital letter. Select your text tool, then select it just like so, then hit on Control Shift F3. So a dialog box pops up asking you uh, to make your option. So in this case we are going to choose uppercase, then we hit OK. Can you see the changes right now? So what we needed to do right now is to go over and bolding this up, then reduce it a bit. So let's make it capital letter. It's okay. Good. So close the tracking a little bit. Good. That's good. So let's position it so well. So let's position this a little bit, down just like so. Make it bolder. Position it just like so. Good. So right now what we needed to do is to make the name a little bit bolder. So let's go over and make it bolder. Let's just create an effect on that. Then let's locate it as a fill tool, apply it on the barrel. Can you see the effect of that? So what you needed to do right now is to go over and group. So let's make this capital letter, then hit OK. Good. So right now what we need us to do is to select the three tests just like so, group it all up, then you go over to copy. So let's make a copy of that upward, then change this to black. So let's hit F12 on your keyboard, then let's make it 12 points. That's the outline of the test. Center it within the previous one. That's too thick, so let's go over again, hit on F12. So I think 7 be okay. So right now what you needed to do, 7 is still okay, it's still too thick anyway, so let's make it 5. Good. So let's go over to our shadow tool. Let's apply a shadow effect onto that. So let's go over to make that 90%. It's okay. Then you go over to object, locate break drop shadow apart. Good. So reduce it a little bit. Let's group that, group it, then let's bolden the curve a little bit, so make it a little bit tinier. Good. So let's go over and change the color. I think we needed to change this color to, let's make it lemon. Good. Can you see that? So right now our next step is to go over to bring down the the children, survived by children and all of that. So let's just bring this let's make a copy of this object right here, make a copy of that, right click to copy paste, then you go over to, let's delete the text on top of it. So the inner portion we are going to make it green, so let's apply a gradient effect on that, change the color, apply gradient effect, change the color to darker color. Good. So right now let's group it all up. Let's group that, make it a little bit bolder, then convert to bitmap. Good. So go back to effect, locate adjustment, then tone curve. It's okay. No, I'm not okay with this. Let's go over again. Adjust. Good. It's okay. So right now we are getting there. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Then let's position the 70. Hit Ctrl page up on your keyboard. So let's bold in that. Hit Ctrl key on your keyboard, position the 70 a little bit, then hit on shape tool. Let's just shape it all up, make it bigger a little bit. Reduce this a little bit, then let's make it capital letter. Position that to the bottom, then let's type yes. Good. Make this a little bit smaller. Good. Can you see that? So let's position this so well. Make this black. So let's break the name of the survived by children and grandchildren. Shorten the hand, then let's make it a little bit smaller. Make it 12. Then go over to this place, make it right alignment. Position this to the left. Enter from here. So let's make this bolder. Good. So all cap. Good. So locate your shape tool, close the tracking a little bit, then let's create an object on top of the text, just like so. Change to grain, then make a copy downward. So right now group it all up, Ctrl G. Good. So let's make a copy of this, image, extract contents, convert to bitmap. Let's change it to grayscale. Then go over to your transparency to hit on uniform transparency. Then you go over to select subtract. Good. So make that bigger. Position that to the back. Adjust it so well. Good. So right now let's type, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Make it bigger a little bit. So right now hit Ctrl K on keyboard, make this bolder, then position this. Hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces, make this smaller a little bit. So let's change it to, let's position it, to the bottom. Good. So here we come to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that other people can benefit from what we are sharing right now. So see you in the next video. Bye for now.